Hoan Do here, author of Succeeding in the Real World. Now, there's a popular saying out there that success is not always about what you know, it's about who you know. And I absolutely disagree. Now, don't get me wrong, relationships are important to your success as student leaders, your success in school, and in your future careers. But just because you know someone doesn't mean that they're gonna help you. For example, think about how many friends you have on Facebook. Of those friends, how many would be willing to pull an all-nighter to help you to finish that paper that you've been putting off? Or how many of those friends would be willing to lend you some money if you're going through a difficult time? You see, just because you know someone doesn't mean that they're gonna help you. And I believe that the key to building meaningful connections is that you need to learn how to stop networking and learn how to start connecting. Because there's a big difference between the two. Because networking is getting a business card, adding them on Facebook, maybe finding out what a person's majoring in. Whereas connecting is taking the extra step further in learning about why a person chose a major, or what's important to them, what they value. Simply put, networking is just knowing someone, whereas connecting is understanding them. Now, in this video, I want to share with you a simple question that you can ask that will help you to instantly connect with anybody in a way where they will want to go and help you to achieve your goals in life. So the next time you find yourself needing help, whether it's raising money for a cause that you believe in, getting help with homework, or maybe getting that interview for that internship that you want at a certain company, just remember this simple question: what can I do to help you? Now, a couple years back, I was introduced to a woman by the name of Hoan. She's one of the most influential women in Washington State, and is also the owner of the largest Asian American newspaper where I live. And we're introduced to her friend, and we're getting ready to meet for lunch. And as we sat down, I learned about her story. And inspired by her vision, I asked Hoan, what can I do to help you? And at first she gave me this look as if, what does this guy want from me? But then she could tell that I was sincere. And she said, well, Juan, one of the things I was trying to do is get more sponsors for the events that I put on. And remembering this, I went out and I met a gentleman who worked at the Seattle Space Needle, which is a landmark where I live. And in talking to him, I found out that he wanted to be connected to the Asian community. And I asked him, well, do you know who Hoan Do is? And he said with excitement, of course. And I said to her, well, I can connect you guys together. So a week later, we all had lunch together. They both hit it off. And he eventually sponsored one of her events. Later on that year, I finished writing my book, and I was getting ready for a book launch party at the University of Washington. I didn't know anybody at the school, so I was trying to get into the main media outlets so I could create exposure for my event. But unfortunately, I didn't know how to write a press release. But the neat thing was, Hoan Do heard about what I was doing, and she went out of her way, because of my willingness to help her. She took my story and put it on the front cover of her newspaper as the main cover story above our former governor, who's being instated into the United States as the Commerce Secretary for our country. And the reason why I share this story with you is because I think today, too many people have it backwards. They seek what they first can get from others rather than what they could give. A great example of this is when people try to find a job when they graduate. They try to tell everyone about them, and they try to push their resumes onto people. But my question is, if you decide to flip the switch and say, you know what, rather than just telling people about me and giving them my resume, what if I took the moment to learn about them and see what I can contribute to them? Because what I promise you is that if you first seek what you can give and how you can help others with no expectations of anything in return, people will automatically help you.